You're watching KPEJ Fox 24, your home for live entertainment.
Next on Fox 24 News, first at 9, Santa Claus stopping by in Odessa today. We'll tell you why. And the latest on the Odessa shooting that left one man dead last night. We have those details.
Plus, there was a lot of clouds today across West Texas. I'll let you know if those clouds will be clearing out. Plus, we'll take a look at those temperatures. Fox 24 News, first at 9, starts now.
Live with a look at your basin. This is Fox 24 News, first at 9 in HD.
Well, Merry Christmas Eve, and thanks for joining us tonight for Fox 24 News, first at 9. I'm Jian Kim, in for Monica Quintero. Santa came early for children in the basin today. The Salvation Army hosted a meet and greet with the man himself. Fox 24's Jocelyn Person was among all the festivities. She joins us now with a closer look.
Vintage kitchen.
It's a great feeling. It's a really great feeling, and it's a great feeling to see how, you know, the Salvation Army works and all the blessings that they do give out to, you know, the community and everyone. There's such a It's a big blessing. Yeah.
It's the Salvation Army's second year to host Cookies with Santa, and many people from the community gathered together for a time of celebration.
Last year we really started this, and we started what we called the program, Cookies with Santa. And so it's more family oriented. Instead of just having a meal, much like we do during Thanksgiving where we feed, this is more of an opportunity for us just to come together around the table.
Many people are seen with their loved ones enjoying the activities the Salvation Army has to offer.
Actually, it's just another opportunity for us to get together. Maybe it's my culture, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I love getting together and coming together as a family. But of course, it's that opportunity for us to remember that Jesus Christ himself was born. And so that's kind of where this all comes together.
With this being the second year the Salvation Army hosting Cookies with Santa, many still feel touched by the organization's constant giving to the community.
They're just a great blessing to me, and it's all through the year, not just Christmas time.
In Odessa, Jocelyn Person, Fox 24 News.
Jocelyn, thank you for starting us off tonight. Well, if you didn't make it out to the Cookies with Santa, there are plenty of other activities around town to get you in the holiday spirit. For a list, visit our website, yourbasin.com. Turning now to your Fox 24 cast, meteorologist Derek Sibley joins me now to look at the conditions this Christmas Eve. What do you think, Derek? Will we be having a Merry Christmas?
It's always a Merry Christmas out here, Gian, isn't it? But the difference is, you know, it is just downright warm out here. In fact, check out those current temperatures. 58 right now in Odessa, Midland. We should be a little bit lower, actually, because this is what we should be for our high temperatures. Now, there's a lot of blue shades well off to our west, indicating temperatures are falling down into the 40s. 55 now in Big Spring, and it's 56 up in Snyder. Those temperatures this afternoon was pretty warm. We made it to about 73 this afternoon. That put us way above the average, because the average is 57 this time of the year. We got down to about 57 for our low so far. At 30 degrees is what we should be for the normal this time of the year. Now, coming up next, I want to talk about what's going to happen here with these less amount of clouds we're expecting here for us tomorrow. That may lead to some more rain chances, however, as we get ready for Thursday and potentially into Friday. Back to you, Gian.
Looking forward to it, Derek. Thank you. Well, we now know the name of the victim from last night's shooting in Odessa. Deputies responded to a shooting on West 22nd Street. Deputies found that Marcelo Bajarango Jr. has been shot multiple times. Now, he was taken to Medical Center Hospital, where he later died. The Ector County Sheriff's Office is still looking for the person responsible. Authorities say the suspect was seen leaving the area. Anyone with information is asked to contact ECSO. The number and contact is right there on your screen. And for many people, the holidays are a complicated time. And if you're in any danger or find yourself unhappy, you can reach out to the Crisis Center at the number on your screen. Well, it's the most wonderful time of year, but it can also be a little stressful if you're still out shopping for gifts. While people get their Christmas shopping done quite early, you're not alone if you waited till the last minute. In fact, we went out and talked to some people who are still trying to find that perfect gift.
Oh yeah, big hassle. We just I think this is the third store we've been into trying to find a gift and still can't find it.
It's been hectic. Me and my husband came yesterday, and now I had to come with my little brother today, and we're just like, man, I didn't want to come again, but I had to because we are doing last-minute Christmas gifts and preparing for the games and stuff that we're going to do.
Maybe back home towards Academy and big Best Buy, and that's probably it. And then we'll go home and eat dinner with our family.
Well, best of luck. We hope you get your gifts in time, to celebrate this holiday. Well, this week, Academy Outdoors paid it forward for many in Odessa. Academy helped customers with medical problems, a newlywed couple by buying gifts for their first Christmas, and a group getting gifts for Toys for Tots. Academy wishes everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And if you're in Odessa and are looking for something festive to do this week, downtown has you covered. Downtown Odessa is all decked out for the holidays. An outdoor ice rink has been set up for everyone around the basin to enjoy. The rink is open this Friday from 6 to 10 p.m. and Saturday from 1 to 10 p.m. This weekend, Winterfest Downtown will continue with a very mariachi fiesta. The event starts at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon at the Noel Heritage Plaza. Now, there will be family-friendly activities as well as pictures with Santa. And don't forget, the basin's largest lighting display will continue until January 1st. Starbright Village is a free lighting display that you can walk or drive through. The display features over 300,000 lights at McKinney Park. Still to come, workers are busy transforming the iconic Cotton Bowl. We'll tell you what for right after the break. Plus, a Texas woman is honored on behalf of her husband. Their full story straight ahead.
A fresh cracked egg, sausage, melty cheese, all in a toasty English muffin. Wake up breakfast with McDonald's.
Mix and match 2 for $4, like a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Deck those halls, trim those trees, raise up toast for Christmas cheer. The perfect gift for me would be doing Christmas right this time.
This year, the gift you really want is at Nissan's year-end event. Get holiday savings on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue or Altima, both with available Safety Shield 360. Hurry in. Holiday offers end soon. Save up to $2,000 or get 0% financing for 60 months on the 2020 Nissan Altima.
It's hard to see when you're outside at night. It's time for the Atomic Beam Sunblast, the new solar-powered light that's super bright. Atomic Beam Sunblast lets you add a light anywhere, and the Atomic solar panels charge the built-in lithium-ion battery quickly. Then the 180-degree motion sensor turns on the light when you get near and automatically turns off when you disappear. Look, here's a best-selling outdoor solar light, and here's the super bright Atomic Beam Sunblast. Get the super bright Atomic Beam Sunblast for only $19.99. But wait, call right now and you can double your order and get a second Sunblast, plus our best-selling Atomic Beam Flashlight. Just pay a separate fee. That's 2 Atomic Beam Sunblasts and the Atomic Beam Flashlight. Call now.
Call 1-800-434-4317. That's 1-800-434-4317. Or visit mysunblast.com. So call 1-800-434-4317. Order now.
Do you want to make watching your favorite sport even better? All you have to do is click with the new Fox Sports app. Now you can stream every game from anywhere you are and watch exclusive videos. The new Fox Sports app. Download it from the App Store today.
You're watching Fox 24 News, first at 9 in HD.
And welcome back. Well, over in Dallas, they're transforming the iconic Cotton Bowl. It's being revamped into a hockey rink for the NHL Winter Classic. You can see workers there busy in action, transforming the field. It's going to be a delicate operation, creating ice outside in this Texas weather. But they say they have special equipment to make it all work.
You know, we've now been able to master building rinks in any condition. The sun is shining bright here in Dallas. The temperatures are ranging from, since we've been here, the 40s through the 60s. And honestly, that is okay by us.
Now they've built up ½ an inch of ice, and by game time, they should have around 2 inches. You can watch the Dallas Stars take on the Nashville Predators in the Winter Classic on New Year's Day. And a woman from Lubbock received a degree from Texas Tech this past weekend, but we hear it wasn't for her. Matthew Stell with our sister station KAMC has the story tonight.
Ashley Nix says her husband's love for the red and black was strong.
You know, when he was here and he got his class ring, he was showing it off like a newly engaged girl.
Deshaun Nix first enrolled at Texas Tech back in 2002. He was an engineer, and as he got promoted in his company over the years, he had to put his education on hold.
His office was decked out in Texas Tech, and so, yeah, he decided, I'm going to go back, and he started going back, had done 2 or 3 semesters, and he was in his last few classes.
Nick suffered from pancreatitis and passed away last December, leaving Ashley and their young daughter Araya behind. A few months later, Ashley got a call from officials at Texas Tech.
We would like to give your husband an honorary degree. Would you like to walk in the graduation for me?
And Ashley did just that, accepting Deshaun's degree on his behalf.
The whole time you're thinking, he should be here. He should be doing this. I should be up in the stands, you know, yelling for him. And, you know, he would have just, you know, been cheesing from ear to ear and happy his family was there.
But Ashley hopes her husband's story inspires other Red Raiders, no matter the outcome.
Life can get complicated, and it's going to be hard, and you're going to have, you know, some maybe nights where you don't sleep a lot because you're so busy doing stuff, but it's all worth it in the end.
Matthew Still, KMAC News.
Well, still to come after a quick commercial break, we're going to talk about what's been going on with those clouds, how long are they going to be lasting here across West Texas. In fact, here's a live look at your satellite and radar picture. Plenty of those clouds moving across Odessa, Midland. Could there be a break in there? I see a little bit of a break. I'll let you know if it's going to be lasting, though. Stay tuned.
Spokespersons for Robert White.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Have you been hurt in a car wreck? Do something about it. Call Robert White. He can take your case today.
He'll deal with the hassle so you don't have to.
One of my clients needed back surgery after her car wreck. I got her $1.4 million. That's in her pocket.
Did you hear that? That's a lot of money.
Hey, have you been hurt in a car wreck? Call me. It's just that easy.
Hurt in a car wreck? Call 580-5421.
Are there places around your home where you wish you had a light, but you don't?
Hi, Hunter Ellis here for the Atomic Angel, the motion-activated cordless LED light that sticks up just about anywhere, lighting up the path atomic right for you, your family, and your friends. The Atomic Angel tilts back and forth and rotates 360 degrees so you get the perfect amount of light exactly where you want it. The secret's the technologically advanced motion detector that activates automatically whenever a person, pet, or automobile crosses its path. Compared to a regular LED light with over 460 lumens, it blows away the competition. Stick it up by the front door, the back door, or side entrance. The Atomic Angel is bright enough to light up an entire backyard. Ideal for making a pool safer and so much more. It's the first one to see you coming and makes a great garage light. It can even light up a shed or an attic. Atomic Angel is motion activated and uses the super bright COB LED panels that have a lifetime of over 100,000 hours and turn off after 30 seconds. Putting in a light is expensive and impossible, but the Atomic Angel comes with a super adhesive strip that sticks up anywhere and stays up no matter what Mother Nature throws at it. Call or click now to get the motion activated Atomic Angel for just $19.99. But it gets even better. Order now and you can double it and get 2 Atomic Angels, plus our best-selling Atomic Beam flashlight. The super bright tactical flashlight that lights up an entire room and can take a beating. Just pay a separate fee, and we'll ship them to you for free. That's 2 Atomic Angels, 1 for the front door and 1 for the back door. The Atomic Beam flashlight and free shipping and handling. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-537-6371. That's 1-800-537-6371. Call now or go to buyAtomicAngel.com. So call 1-800-537-6371 or visit buyAtomicAngel.com. Order now.
Here's your local weather authority forecast on Fox 24 News.
Derek Sibley joining me now at the desk. How are you doing?
Doing good, Gian. How about yourself?
Good. I'm so excited. It's Christmas Eve.
Man,
Santa's on his way.
I am so excited. I am pumped.
Have you
Christmas.
been looking at that tracker? Do you know where he is right about now?
Yeah, he's approaching the Texas Panhandle, so I'm getting really excited, really antsy. I'm just pumped up, ready to go. I cannot wait to see Santa.
These kids that are watching the news, I mean, good for you, but you should probably get to bed pretty soon or else he's going to miss your house.
He is going to miss your house, that is for sure. You don't want that lump of coal now.
Exactly. So, Derek, what do we have coming our way?
All right, well, Christmas Eve, I expect those clouds to finally clear out, Gian, but heading into tomorrow, that may lead us to those clouds continuing and probably not looking so good by the end of the week, though. We'll get to all that here in just a second, but I want to show you those current temperatures outside. Right now, it's 58 in Odessa, Midland. We got 55 for you just to the north in Big Spring, 50 degrees in Seminole, and it's about 52 right now in Pecos. I think Santa's really going to like these nice, mild conditions that we have outside right now, coming all the way from the North Pole, from the matter. But 73, what we got up to this afternoon, that brought us way above that average. We're supposed to be at 57 this time of year. So it's pretty much unheard of. Now, speaking of 57, that's what we got to this morning, and that put us way above normal here of 30 degrees, right where we should be for this time of the year. Rainfall averages not looking too bad out there. Pretty comfortable in terms of that, getting rid of that drought condition, so that's very nice. Another warm day, less clouds, more sunshine as we head into tomorrow. Rain chances, though, could be picking up as we head into the end of the work week, specifically on Friday. We'll get to those details shortly, but so what's been going on? Why so many clouds lately? Well, we've been tracking this upper-level trough of low pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere, now positioned across the Four Corners region, the Mountain West like Denver, and you can see this system has a tail end of that. The tail end has just moved through Odessa, Midland. Now you can see there's finally some dry air beginning to filter behind that line. But speaking down at the surface, a lot of those clouds have pretty much exited Odessa, Midland. Now we're just left over with some high-level clouds. The rain shield is well off to our north. Albuquerque picking up on some snow just up towards the north, and here across West Texas, zooming in closer to home, you can see those clouds finally beginning to diminish. I do expect those clouds to pretty much continue to filter out and move away from us as we head into tonight. And speaking of tonight, here's what my forecast for you. We do have those clouds clearing as we head into overnight. Temperatures dropping down into 40s and light southerly winds south 5 to 10 miles per hour. Those clouds will continue to filter on out of here, and watch what happens by midnight heading into around 3 o'clock in the morning. We expect a very clear and nice night outside. If you have any plans staying up to hopefully see if Santa's going to come and visit your place. But, as we head into tomorrow afternoon, maybe just a couple of clouds roaming across portions of the basin down towards the Marfa Plateau. Now, watch what happens again. These clouds begin to fill back in as we head into Thursday. That's all thanks to yet another upper-level disturbance that's going to move on through the area and kick up the moisture, allowing for just a little bit of cloud cover. But I don't expect a whole lot of rain chances. Now, as we head into tomorrow, less clouds and more sunshines into the forecast. Temperatures picking up to about roughly 60 to 64 degrees. But as far as the northern basin high temperatures tomorrow, you'll be into those mid to upper 60s category. 68 degrees around Andrews tomorrow, very close to 70 for you in Big Spring. The central basin looking at highs into those mid to upper 60s to low 70s. But speaking of the 70s, more than likely for you down in the Trans-Pecos Mountains, looking at highs also into those low 60s, though, 49 around Pine Springs. Winds picking up just a tad, around 10 to 15 miles per hour outside as we head into the next few days. But it looks like overall it's going to be pretty mild and calm as we head into your Thursday. But over the next 7 days, we will be talking about this coming up next. I'll let you know. Rain chances are in the future for Friday. Stay tuned.
There's a lot to smile about in every Volkswagen.
Tonight's extended forecast is brought to you by Volkswagen of Midland, Odessa, where the 2019 Volkswagen Atlas comes standard with America's best 6-year, 72,000-mile warranty.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Here's a look at that VW 7-day forecast, and with 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Friday after we get some clouds back in the forecast yet again on Thursday. Here comes the sunshine returning as we head into around Monday and Tuesday, and it looks like we will have a cold front as well. That's the reason why those temperatures drop down as we head into Monday and Tuesday, and those clouds looks like to be clearing out for us, too.
That Monday looks pretty nice, Derek.
Monday looks fantastic. I cannot wait, Gia. I'm going to go out there and soak up that sunshine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you prefer warmer weather, or do you not mind the cold?
I prefer warmer weather. Yes, that is for sure.
Oh, you are a Floridian.
I am a huge Floridian.
All right, through and through. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you.
Well, lawmakers are out of town on holiday recess, but President Trump's impeachment trial in the Senate is still looming. Kristen Holmes has more tonight from Washington.
Top lawmakers digging in deeper in their standoff over how President Trump's impeachment trial will work.
If you did nothing wrong, Mr. President, why do you seem so eager to avoid the truth?
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer intensifying his push for witnesses and documents, sending a letter to all senators saying he needs further information on the president's effort to pressure Ukraine into announcing investigations, the blocking of a White House meeting between Trump and the Ukrainian president, and the freezing and eventual release of nearly $400 million in security aid to Ukraine. Schumer also saying Democrats will press for a full Senate vote on each document and witness they request.
Our request for documents is not a new demand, nor would it create a time-consuming document production effort.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says he won't rule out witnesses, but has no plan to discuss the possibility until the new year.
It's a difficult negotiation among the four principals in Congress and the president, everybody with their priorities.
McConnell adding that talks can only start after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi submits 2 articles of impeachment to the Senate.
Look, we're at an impasse. We can't do anything until the Speaker sends the papers over, so everybody enjoy the holidays.
I think what she's trying to do is to make sure that it's a fair trial. Senator McConnell immediately said that he had already made up his mind, not hearing the facts. That's not a fair trial.
Key Trump ally and Senate Judiciary Chairman Lindsey Graham urging Republicans to, quote, take matters into our own hands. We are in charge of the Senate, not Pelosi or Schumer. One Democrat scoffing at Graham's suggestion the Senate will act.
They can't do anything about impeachment until it's sent over. They're already holding 275 bills on the desk. I don't know what more they could do to kill legislation.
While Senate Democrats fight for witnesses, the House is also battling for former White House counsel Don McGahn to testify before the Judiciary Committee. The House's counsel leaving open the possibility of impeaching President Trump again if new evidence emerges that he tried to obstruct justice.
Now, the U.S. Senate will be back in session January 6th.
Well, not all is quite lost for the Dallas Cowboys. Coming up next on your Fox 24 Sports, we'll tell you what it will take for a Christmas miracle, and Mickey Spagnola will break it down.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
It's the GMC season to upgrade. Get nearly $8,900 total value on this specially equipped 2020 Sierra Elevation. That's an MSRP under $40,000 after all offers.
Visit your Permian Basin GMC dealer.
Deck those halls, trim those trees, raise up tops for Christmas cheer. The perfect gift for me would be doing Christmas right this time.
This year, the gift you really want is at Nissan's year-end event. Get holiday savings on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue or Altima, both with available Safety Shield 360. Hurry in. Holiday offers end soon. Save up to $3,000 or get 0% financing for 60 months on the 2020 Rogue.
Hey, Permian Basin, we're the Kid Craddock Morning Show, and we have a new home on Mix 97.9.
Yo!
Hey!
Have you heard? Everyone's talking about the new home of the Kid Craddock Morning Show. Now on Mix 97.9, the Basin's best variety. The show you love with Big Al, Kelly, JC, and Jenna in the morning is now on the new sound of Mix 97.9, the Basin's best variety, the new home of the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Get ready to go. At 10 a.m. Thursday, December 26th, the Rooms to Go New Year's sale starts. And get this, interest-free financing until January 2025. 2025. Start fresh and save big. Get 2025 financing on living rooms, 2025 financing on bedrooms, 2025 financing on anything starting at $599. 2025 financing, the new way to buy furniture during the Rooms to Go New Year's sale.
This February.
Are you ready for this?
Comes the greatest competition ever built.
Welcome to Lego Masters.
10 teams.
Yeah.
Millions of bricks. And the chance to become.
We're gonna be Lego Masters!
You've been chosen because you're the best of the best. And I've been chosen because I'm Batman.
Lego Masters, a new competition series, premieres Wednesday, February 5th after The Masked Singer on Fox.
And now, Fox 24 Sports, First and 9, brought to you by the law office of Domingo Garcia.
The Ben Peck joining me now at the desk. How you doing?
There we go. Doing well, doing well.
Good, good. So, I just had a conversation with Derek, and he told me that Santa is probably at the Texas Panhandle. Do you think he will bring a miracle for the Cowboys?
We shall see. I certainly want to take a look inside his bag there because, the Cowboys need a miracle on this Christmas. They had a lot of disappointment on Sunday, of course. The loss over the Eagles. We've been over it. Short-handed Philadelphia team able to get that win, move into the driver's seat for the NFC East. And here's what it's going to take now for the Cowboys to overcome that setback. They need a win on Sunday over the Redskins. Eagles need to lose or tie against the Giants in New York, and then the Cowboys will have made the playoffs. And now we bring in our Cowboys insider, Mickey Spagnola. Mickey, first of all, a Merry Christmas to you. And we just ran through the playoff scenario for this team. And, I wanted to ask you because obviously so much going on right now, had a chance to go ahead and take care of business, but weren't able to do that, no longer control their own destiny. You throw in all the talk about, the late arrival back and then the annual Jason Garrett hot seat speculation, perhaps more than ever. But still, at the end of the day, with a win and some help, as we've discussed, a chance to make the playoffs and host a playoff game. So I guess my question to you, where do you feel like this team is from a mental standpoint, handling all that and kind of, trying to focus on the task at hand this week, but obviously probably more difficult than ever to put last week behind given what they gave up with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly down in the dumps after the game on Sunday, very disappointed, probably mad at themselves. But they understood that going forward, they've got to take care of their own business first before they can hope for any help from the Giants to beat the Eagles. So I think Jason Garrett normally with this team does a good job of focusing on what's ahead, not focusing on what has happened in the past. I think that's a good way to look at this. Now, obviously, you can throw in the somewhat of a disruption with the Christmas on Wednesday, Christmas Eve on Tuesday. Jason's going to bring the team in late afternoon on Wednesday, so they'll basically have their same Wednesday. They're just pushing it back so the players and the coaches can be with their families Christmas morning. But they understand that the pressure's on them to still win that game and not worry about what else has happened. Because look at it this way. What if you just don't show up motivated to play and lose to the Eagles, and then the Giants beat the Eagles? You don't beat the Redskins, the Giants beat the Eagles. How could you ever forgive yourself, right? So I think that in itself should be enough motivation to get you ready to play on Sunday.
Absolutely. I almost hope that they play with kind of a nothing-to-lose mentality. Just go out there, take care of business, and then, after the game, see if you got the help that you needed to make the postseason. Mickey, thanks so much. And again, hope you enjoy Christmas morning with your family.
Same back to you. Thank you very much.
And in Houston, look who's back. J.J. Watt taking the field for practice just in time for the postseason. Houston did clinch the AFC South title last week. Former Defensive Player of the Year has been out since Week 8 when he tore his pectoral muscle.
Ouch.
So there we go.
Ouch, ouch.
And as someone who knows a thing or two about pecs, I can't imagine
my gosh,
that's pretty
he went
painful.
there. He went there.
I did.
He went, boo!
I know, I'm getting boos over here. I don't like it.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here with sports, but stay after the break for another look at your weather.
They're coming for you. They're in your house, and they're out for blood. There's just nowhere to hide from the mosquitoes, bugs, and flies inside. But now you can fight those monsters back with the Bell & Howell Monster Trapper. It's the ultimate bug killer. No dangerous pesticides, no high frequencies or sounds, and no sticky fly paper. The secret is Monster Trapper's UV light that attracts them so the 3,500 RPM vacuum can trap them. Monster Trapper traps them in, then you dump them out. And the best part is, Monster Trapper is whisper quiet. It's silent, bug deadly. Watch, in just 6 hours, Monster Trapper catches hundreds of nasty bugs. Amazing! Monster Trapper traps mosquitoes, flies, fleas, wasps, and more. There's nowhere bugs can hide because they're all trapped inside the Monster Trapper. Just plug it in and let the bug trapping begin. Use it anywhere in your house, from the garage to the kitchen to your bedroom. And because of the unique one-way design, bugs stay in the trap until you throw them away. Look, you wouldn't wear insect repellent to bed, so use Monster Trapper instead. It's so quiet you won't even know it's there. And it's not just for inside. Use Monster Trapper by the grill to keep pests off your food. Keep a Monster Trapper in the RV to enjoy your camping bug-free. Or plug it in outside to trap all those annoying mosquitoes and flies. Look, just one visit from the exterminator can cost over $100. When it comes to trapping all those pests, Monster Trapper works best. During this special TV-only offer, you can get your Monster Trapper for just $29.99. Try it for 90 days. If Monster Trapper doesn't make your life bug-free, return it for a full refund of the purchase price. But wait, order now and you can get a second Monster Trapper. Just pay a separate fee. We'll even ship your entire order free. Call or go online now.
To order, call 1-800-956-1379. That's 1-800-956-1379, or you can order online at monstertrapper.com.
See you for season 3 of The Masked Singer. Costumes ready. Who is that? Special deliveries from Fox for, you gotta be kidding me. Season 3 is about to be lit.
The Masked Singer Season 3, the biggest celebrities yet, premieres after the Super Bowl on Fox.
Turning now to your Fox 20 forecast. Derek, looking at the watch I don't have on right now, we are just a few hours away from Christmas. What should we know heading into the holidays?
You know, I just noticed I don't have a watch on either, but it's all good though, Gian, because we do have a clock up here in the station, 9:31 that current time out there right now, and you can actually see plenty of clouds across the area still hanging on, but we do expect the clouds to clear out as we head into the rest of the evening. And now some of these are actually producing some showers, even some snow across portions of the around New Mexico and Arizona. That is not bothering us here. Zooming out way a little bit closer, you can actually see there's more clouds moving away across I-20, but we do expect the clearing here as we head into tonight. That's what I pretty much have in the forecast here for you. Those clouds clearing out, temperatures dropping down to the 40s under a light southerly wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. But coming up shortly, I'm going to go ahead and break down the rest of your forecast throughout the rest of the week and heading into early next week. I'll let you know if those clouds will be clearing out. Gian?
Derek, thank you. Well, Christmas time can get expensive, but to your rescue tonight is Mary Maloney with a closer look at the best ways to save some money after the holiday splurge.
Christmas may just be about past, but the sales don't end. You should be able to find bargains on everything from clothes to toys in the days between Christmas and New Year's Eve. Deal News put together a roundup of what to look for as retailers slash prices. Last year, clothing was significantly marked down. Deal News found big savings on clearance items from Nordstrom Rack, Dick's Sporting Goods, and J. Crew Factory. And some retailers will even use the days between the holidays to hold their semi-annual sales. So watch for bargains on electronics from retailers like Best Buy, Walmart, and Amazon. And exercise equipment is expected to be marked down as New Year's fitness resolutions kick in. Last year, Dick's slashed prices by as much as 50% on some exercise equipment. Video games are another category that tends to go on sale right after Christmas. And of course, look for big-time savings on holiday decorations. Deal News says starting December 26th, you're likely to see sales for 80% off a wide range of holiday items. So if you just have to really have that inflatable Snoopy in your front yard next year, now's the time to act. For more on post-Christmas sales, check out the full story at dealnews.com.
Good tips. Thank you. We'll stay tuned for more of Fox 24 News right after the break.
Do your thing. Flee that nest. Find your inspiration. Spread your wings and experience the Mazda CX-9 with signature trim and turbo. Mazda. Feel alive.
When you're hurt in a serious car wreck, you can trust the experience of Chad Jones Law. We have a team of attorneys and legal staff who can explain your rights and what they may be worth. You don't have to fight the insurance company alone. Trust the experience of Chad Jones Law.
I'm attorney Chad Jones. If you've been hurt in a car wreck or a wreck involving an 18-wheeler, call me now. There's no fee unless we win your case.
Chad Jones Law, 219-4444.
We have been building in West Texas, and with that, building a brand you can trust. A good reputation is built on a good name. We know that Danny's Asphalt Paving is a name you can count on. That's why we've put it on everything. Well, that's not exactly what we meant.
Oh, yeah? Just what did you mean?
Danny's Asphalt Paving. We got your back.
One free trash bags. Come on.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Hey, ladies. Buy Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price.
Dada.
I wish.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong. Costs less than Glad Force Flex were sold head-to-head.
Heavenly hand cream.
Heavenly hand cream? My hands get so dry and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief of dry, cracked hands. Thanks to O'Keeffe's, I got my hands back.
You're watching Fox 24 News, first at 9 in HD.
And welcome back. Well, for more than 200 years, during 2 world wars and the Great Depression, parishioners celebrated Christmas Mass at the Notre Dame Cathedral. But after a devastating fire back in April, churchgoers will be attending services elsewhere. CNN's Melissa Bell explains.
First caught on social media, the flames quickly took hold. As tourists and Parisians alike looked on aghast and helpless, Notre Dame burned. The more than 850-year-old beams that held up its nave, known as the Forest, went up in smoke. And to the gasps of the onlooking crowd, the cathedral's 19th century spire collapsed. For 9 hours, the fire raged. But by morning, the crowds who gathered to inspect the damage found that much of the edifice still stood. The French president announcing an ambitious timetable for reconstruction.
We will rebuild our Notre Dame Cathedral, even more beautiful, and I want it completed within 5 years. We can do it.
8 months on, that rebuilding work hasn't even begun. It's taken this long just to secure the building, with 3 weeks lost over the summer when fears of lead poisoning led to the closing of the site.
A reconstruction will begin in a year's time, more or less, because the building is still fragile, because of the scaffolding that's weighing on the walls, and so all this means a lot of dexterity, a lot of professional work, but once again we have fantastic teams.
Last week, a giant crane was cemented nearly 7 feet deep to allow a new scaffolding to be built. Only then will the old one be removed, a delicate operation since for now it is what's holding the structure up. From inside the nave, the scale of what's to be done is all the clearer. A nave which will remain silent on Christmas Eve for the first time in 216 years. And for now, there's little hope that Christmas Mass will be celebrated here anytime soon.
It's exceptional. I mean, this hasn't happened for 850 years, such a blaze. The tricky part is how to know how to go as fast as possible without going too fast, indeed. Because you really have to make sure that everything will stand and will stand for at least another 850 years.
As for what it will look like, the jury is out. Architects are vying for a chance to redesign the cathedral's spire, and whether or not the future Notre Dame will be very different to the old, it is achieving the 5-year deadline that looks, from here at least, nothing short of a miracle. Melissa Bell, CNN, Paris.
Well, it sure was a warm day out there despite all the afternoon clouds that we saw outside. Temperatures currently are into the 50s, 58 degrees in Odessa, Midland, and it's 55 in Big Spring, 54 down in Alpine, but it's looking a little bit colder off towards the west, 44 degrees along the Guadalupe Pass. I'll break down exactly how warm it got this afternoon and let you know if the mild temperatures are here to stay. You're watching Fox 24 News.
Nobody puts Santa in the bargain bin. Nobody. The Ford F-150 has available best-in-class payload, and this sleigh is bringing the big man home. Ford, built for the holidays.
Now during the Built for the Holidays sales event, get 20% estimated savings on the 2019 F-150. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. Only at your best in Texas Ford dealer.
At Arnold Aiken, we bring the resources and the talent necessary to beat big companies every day. Part of bringing a lawsuit is to say this is not okay. Find the truth and then make them pay, because companies only understand the bottom line. And when they get hurt in the bottom line, they change their behavior.
They know that we will do everything we can to help the families that we represent.
You worry about getting better, and let me worry about everything else.
Neither freezing cold.
It's 13 degrees.
Nor winter storm.
It's raining out here, but we don't care.
Can stop Steve from his New Year's Eve duty.
We are throwing the biggest party in Times Square.
Join Steve Harvey, Maria Menounos, and this year Rob Gronkowski joins the team to ring in the New Year live with Tyga, the Chainsmokers, the Lumineers, Backstreet Boys, Florida Georgia Line, and more.
Here we go.
Fox's New Year's Eve with Steve Harvey, live from Times Square.
I'm Officer Scott Savitt, and this is CopCam, a wireless security camera smaller than 1 square inch, so you can hide it anywhere to record anything, anytime motion is detected. CopCam shoots in incredible high definition and includes a powerful microphone to record perfect audio. With a motion sensor, it only records when it needs to. Then simply upload to your computer. Call now, and you can get CopCam for only 2 easy payments of $19.99. Order now, and we'll upgrade you to our CopCam Elite with 6 built-in infrared LEDs to record even at night. We'll also send you our swivel clip to turn your CopCam into the best dash cam, body cam, or action sports cam. And it's free. And finally, an 8GB memory card, also free. Call or click now and you can double the offer. Just pay a separate fee. You can get all this, but you have to order now.
Call 1-800-930-8277 or visit bycopcam.com. So call 1-800-930-8277 now.
Here's your local weather authority forecast on Fox 24 News.
Derek, you know, one of my favorite things to do this time of year is just to go and watch all the holiday movies that I've been putting off to the end of the year. Do you have a favorite?
I was going to say, you read my mind, because that's something I was just about to say. I was like, oh, I know where we're going with this. Yes, holiday movies.
Do you have one?
Elf.
Yes, I agree with you there. Second favorite. Do you have one?
Second favorite Christmas movie. You know, I don't know.
Let's see if we can get the same one this time as well.
After the 7-day, how's that?
Okay.
I'll think of it as I'm doing weather.
Fair enough. Derek, what do we have coming our way?
Well, right now we got current temperatures around 58 degrees, it looks like, right now across Odessa, Midland, and it's about 55 around Big Spring, 54 degrees in Snyder. So temperatures continue to cool down, you know, looking a little bit comfortable right now across this evening, and it's 57 now around Fort Stockton, 54 down in Alpine. Good evening to you. Now, these temperatures this afternoon really got pretty warm on this Christmas Eve at 73 degrees. You know, we're supposed to be at 57, but we were nowhere near that. Check out the rainfall totals, though. 0.50 or half an inch here for the month, and that's pretty much right on target for this time of the year. Now, we're just a tad below where we should be for our rainfall total at 14 inches right now. Hopefully, we'll be able to pick up just a little bit more. Maybe on Friday, we could pick up those rainfall totals before the end of the year is all said and done. But we will see less clouds tomorrow, so that is the good news. We've been talking about clouds all show long here for the past couple of days. days, and the reason being is because we have this upper level disturbance parked across the Mountain West, and that has pumped in a lot of moisture up towards the south and central plains, and now we're on the back side of that system. Finally, as you can see, a lot of brown, which indicates some dry air filtering across the upper levels of the atmosphere. But there is still some moisture lingering with this system, especially if you're around Albuquerque and points east. There's some snow across the higher elevations and also some rain showers going on. But since that low is weakening, it's allowing the moisture to weaken as well. And that's why we're not seeing a whole lot of clouds left over from that system, at least on the back side of it here. And you can see there's some rain showers trying to form and develop across Eddy and Lee County, but those showers are pretty much not making it down to the surface. They're just too weak in nature. 40s tonight as we begin to clear out with those clouds. Southerly winds very light too at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Could not really ask for a better evening out here across West Texas on this Christmas Eve. Now, as we head into tonight, those clouds will continue to clear on out of here, and we are looking nice and clear throughout the rest of the majority of the evening. However, as we head into tomorrow afternoon, maybe the better chance of clouds forming down towards portions of the Trans-Pecos Mountains, while the basin looking pretty clear outside. But as we fast forward into around Thursday, another area of low pressure is going to form, head east, and pretty much impact our weather. You can see a lot of clouds into the forecast, especially across the basin as we head into around Thursday morning. But for tomorrow, we're going to break down this day planner for you. We start off at a relatively cool morning outside, but a mild and sunny day is expected heading into around the noon hour, around 5 o'clock. Less clouds and lots of cool and nice weather as we head into around the 8 o'clock hour tomorrow. But those high temperatures across the northern basin just picking up only into those mid to upper 60s outside, picking up to about 68 in Andrews. The central basin also looking at warmer temperatures, though. Further south you go, as a general rule of thumb, it does get a little bit warmer. Now, the Trans-Pecos will probably see a widespread area of 70-degree weather, especially just around east of the I-10, I-20 corridor. Bakersfield picking up to about 70, Iran 72 degrees. The mountains looking slightly cooler into those low 60s, picking up to about 65 tomorrow down around Alpine. So we will go over this 7-day forecast. Well, it's already loaded up for you as well, but I'll take a lot more coming up after the break.
Introducing the completely reimagined 2020 Ford Explorer. With 7 terrain management drive modes, it's perfect for families who like to go all out for the holidays. Or throw cranberry sauce on a plate and call it a day. Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, built for the holidays.
Now during the Built for the Holidays sales event, current owners get 0 for 66 plus $3,500 total savings on the 2020 Explorer. Only at your Best in Texas Ford dealer.
Well, welcome back. You got a sneak peek at that 7-day forecast, but here you go. The VW 7-day forecast is up and ready to go. 50% chance of some showers and thunderstorms on Friday, so might want to bring your rain poncho or umbrella by the end of the work week. Now, as we head into Sunday and Monday, that's when those clouds clear out. Temperatures dropping down into the 50s thanks to a pretty strong cold front that's going to move on through, dropping down our temperatures sharply down into those mid-50s only for those afternoon highs. Low temperatures only making up to the low to mid-30s by the start of the brand new week next week.
All righty, thank you, Derek. And back to that trivia question, how well do you know Jian Kim? What is my favorite second movie?
IDK.
A Christmas Story.
Oh,
it's
a Christmas
classic.
Story.
Come
okay,
on.
All right. Can I say that's my favorite movie, too?
Is it?
My second favorite.
Okay, that'll make up for it. All right. Okay, thank you, Derek.
You're welcome.
Well, we're at peak holiday travel, and according to AAA, more Americans than ever are traveling this Christmas. And with millions on the roads and airways, chances are you could sit next to a stranger who may be sick. Now, Rick Demigella has some tips on today's Health Minute.
You're off to Grandma's house, and as you take your seat in 20C, the guy in 20B sneezes and then coughs. It's then you gather that he may have a cold or worse, the flu. So how do you take this airplane ride without arriving at your destination with a running nose yourself? Dr. Amanda Velasquez says that your remedy should begin before you even take flight.
So trying to keep a balanced, healthy diet and also regular exercise and keeping to your sleep routine so that your body is at its optimal point before traveling.
And forget about wasting money on vitamin C supplements. Dr. Velasquez says there's no evidence that taking extra vitamin C will boost your immune system.
So the best thing to honestly do is to have a balanced diet that has lots of foods rich in antioxidants like fruits and vegetables, and be able to make sure you're having plenty of sleep.
She also recommends the flu vaccine in case you are exposed to someone with the flu who doesn't show any signs of it. And don't be afraid to wear a mask to cover your mouth and nose.
It is a good way to have a barrier between yourself and others who may be exposing you to coughing or sneezing.
And if you're the one who is sick, do everyone a favor and don't take the flight. This is the time to apply your travel insurance clause that allows for you to cancel and be reimbursed for your airfare should you fall ill before your trip. For today's Health Minute, I'm Rick Damagella.
Well, I'll stay grounded here. The Texans getting a major boost just in time for the postseason. Coming up next on your Fox 24 Sport, the latest update on the health of J.J. Watt.
Deck those halls, trim those trees, raise up cups for Christmas cheer. The perfect gift for me would be doing Christmas right this time.
This year, the gift you really want is at Nissan's year-end event. Get holiday savings on our tech-filled lineup, like Rogue or Altima, both with available Safety Shield 360. Hurry in. Holiday offers end soon. Save up to $3,000 or get 0% financing for 60 months on the 2020 Rogue.
A fresh cracked egg, savory sausage, melty cheese, all in a toasty English muffin. Ugh. Yum. Wake up breakfast with McDonald's.
Start your morning and mix and match. 2 for $4. Like a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, or sausage McMuffin with egg.
Getting hurt in a car wreck like this can cause a lot of problems. Lost wages, medical bills, lots of stress and frustration. But if your wreck involves a big truck like this, it can be all that times 100. I'm talking serious injuries that can change your life forever. And that's why you need to call me. Big trucking companies have big insurance, and I will fight to make them pay. I'm Attorney Robert White. Call me. It's just that easy.
If you've been hurt by a big truck, call 580-5421.
Number 1.
Hey, over hip hop and R&B.
The 432's Party Station is B93.
You don't make it ring, 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 ring. I can't keep this.
No. One day, I'ma do it like I never did it. One day, I'ma have the courage to go out and get it. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
Wake up with Leo and Rebecca in the morning on the 432's Party Station B93 and on the B93 app.
Do your thing. Flee that nest. Find your inspiration. Spread your wings and experience the Mazda CX-9 with signature trim and turbo. Mazda. Feel alive.
And now, Fox 24 Sports, First and 9, brought to you by the Law Office of Domingo Garcia.
All right, and we're back. Yeah, J.J. Watt feeling a little better these days. Painful injury, though.
I know. I can't even imagine.
Tearing your pectoral muscle. Yeah, that's one that right up there with your quads. You can't avoid using it, so.
Can't say that I know what that feels like, but I don't think I ever want to know.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should. But before we get to him, we do have, of course, another NFL team we're keeping our eyes on, the Cowboys. And yes, we know, a lot of disappointment for Cowboy fans. We've been over it. Eagles beating them on Sunday, moving into the driver's seat. If you don't know the situation for this weekend, Cowboys need to beat the Redskins and have the Eagles either lose to the Giants or play to a tie to make the playoffs. And now we bring in our Cowboys insider, Mickey Spagnola. Mickey, first of all, a Merry Christmas to you. And we just ran through the playoff scenario for this team. And, you know, I wanted to ask you because obviously so much going on right now. Had a chance to go ahead and take care of business, but weren't able to do that, no longer control their own destiny. You throw in all the talk about, you know, the late arrival back and then the annual Jason Garrett hot seat speculation, perhaps more than ever. But still, at the end of the day, with a win and some help, as we've discussed, a chance to make the playoffs and host a playoff game. So I guess my question to you, where do you feel like this team is from a mental standpoint, handling all that and kind of, you know, trying to focus on the task at hand this week, but obviously probably more difficult than ever to put last week behind, given what they gave up with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly down in the dumps after the game on Sunday, very disappointed, probably mad at themselves. But they understood that going forward, they've got to take care of their own business first before they can hope for any help from the Giants to beat the Eagles. So I think Jason Garrett normally with this team does a good job of focusing on what's ahead, not focusing on what has happened in the past. I think that's a good way to look at this. Now, obviously, you can throw in the somewhat of a disruption with the Christmas on Wednesday, Christmas Eve on Tuesday. Jason's going to bring the team in late afternoon on Wednesday, so they'll basically have their same Wednesday. They're just pushing it back so the players and the coaches can be with their families Christmas morning. But they understand that the pressure's on them to still win that game and not worry about what else has happened. Because look at it this way. What if you just don't show up motivated to play and lose to the Eagles, and then the Giants beat the Eagles? You don't beat the Redskins, the Giants beat the Eagles. How could you ever forgive yourself, right? So I think that in itself should be enough motivation to get you ready to play on Sunday.
Absolutely. I almost hope that they play with kind of a nothing-to-lose mentality. Just go out there, take care of business, and then, you know, after the game, see if you got the help that you needed to make the postseason. Mickey, thanks so much. And again, hope you enjoy Christmas morning with your family.
Same back to you. Thank you very much.
All right, now talking about the Texans and J.J. Watt back at practice after tearing his pectoral muscle in Week 8 just in time for the postseason. Ouch. But Houston, they did clinch the AFC South title, and hopefully the former Defensive Player of the Year looks like he will be on his way back to rejoining his teammates on the field. And that will do it for sports. We'll turn it over now to Derek Sibley for one last look at your 7-day forecast. Hopefully he doesn't have any torn muscles.
You know, Ben, I don't even want to know what that even feels like. Ouch. But the 7-day forecast not looking too ouch out there, except for Friday. That's when we could run into some possible thunder showers and maybe even a good chance here of some street flooding outside. So just be aware of that. Now, as we head into your weekend, conditions outside looking pretty good. 60 degrees, cool and mild skies out there. Looks like a lot of sunshine returning to the forecast for Monday, though, as a cold front moves through.
All righty, and before we go, a holiday-inspired window washers brought some Christmas joy to the Randall Children's Hospital. They dressed up as the Grinch, Santa Claus, and the Nutcracker, and as you can see there, the kids watch from inside the building with so much joy. Now, some of them even got to high-five their favorite characters.
Oh, wow, that is so cool. I like the Grinch, though. I mean, you gotta love the mask.
I know, I know. You know, the Grinch used to actually scare me quite a bit when I was growing up, but then now that I'm, you know,
now that you know,
an
it's just
adult,
right.
I watched it again, embraced it, and it was not bad. It was actually really funny.
Yeah, it's just like, it's not too bad after all.
And you feel for the guy. He's got a hole in his heart.
Exactly.
That's why he was so grumpy for all those times.
And he comes around. They always come around.
Exactly.
Well, that's going to do it for us here. Join our morning crew at 8 a.m. on Fox 24 News AM Live. Merry Christmas Eve, everyone.
Trash bags. Come on.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Hey, ladies. Buy Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price.
Dada.
I wish.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong. Costs less than Glad Force Flex were sold head-to-head.
5 steps for perfect winter skin.
5 steps. My skin gets so dry and itchy, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe Skin Repair. It's 48-hour moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my skin back.
Cockroaches. You spend a fortune on exterminators and sprays trying to keep them away. Stop the creepy cockroach nightmare and call the doctor. Roach Doctor, the amazing roach bait that kills and rids your home of nasty roaches. Just a couple of dabs of the Roach Doctor roach attracting formula does the trick. Simply place in the cracks and crevices roaches love to inhabit and hide and turn out the lights. And watch as Roach Doctor's formula lures roaches in like metal to a magnet. After snacking on this bug buffet, it's cockroach doomsday. When roaches return to their hiding place, Roach Doctor's roach-killing formula can wipe them out, helping you solve your roach problems. To show how attractive it is to roaches, watch as we placed Roach Doctor in the middle of this tank and turned out the lights. Roaches can't wait to taste the bait, and within hours, most of the roaches are DOA, killing common nasty roaches at home or the office, inside or out. With Roach Doctor, getting rid of roaches is as simple as 1, 2, 3.
I've never seen anything work as fast as Roach Doctor. I had dead bugs within 24 hours.
I was amazed after putting the Roach Doctor under the baseboards. I had no roaches.
The Roach Doctor's fast. I mean, it happens now. As much as I hate roaches, I love Roach Doctor.
You can call me or get yourself Roach Doctor and save yourself a ton of money.
Get rid of nasty roaches. Call now and get not 1, but 2 tubes of Roach Doctor for just $19.99. Just a couple of dabs does it, so one applicator can cover several rooms in your home. But wait, call now and you can double the offer and get 2 more tubes of Roach Doctor. Just pay a separate fee. Only Roach Doctor comes with our exclusive roach-free guarantee. If you see a single living roach after treatment with Roach Doctor, return the unused portion for a full refund.